JBNN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and to share the news with someone today. Now on to the news. Linstead fireholder turns himself over to cops after 2 killed in Clarendon. A man who shot and killed 2 people and injured another in Boghole District, James Hill in Clarendon on Wednesday, has turned himself into the police. He has been identified as 41-year-old Elroy Fowler, a licensed fireholder of Longville Park, Clarendon, and the United States. Dead are 69-year-old Tatlin Keane and a 57-year-old Melbourne Wright. A 53-year-old woman remains hospitalized from injuries received during the incident. Police reports say that at about 5 p.m. on Wednesday, the trio was at home when they were attacked by Fowler, who is reportedly a former policeman and ex-soldier. The attacker reportedly made inquiries about Keane's daughter, and when he was not pleased with the responses, brandished his licensed gun and shot the 3 victims. Keane died on the spot, while Wright died on the way to hospital. It is reported that the suspect had a relationship with Keane's daughter, which went sour, and the woman fled their home overseas. The suspect reportedly came to Jamaica in search of her. Following the incident, Fowler drove his motorcycle from the scene of the shooting to the Caville police station where he turned himself in and handed over his gun. He was later escorted to the Chapelton police station, where he's been held. Couple in custody after house fire kills 2 children in Westmoreland. A man and a woman are in custody as investigations continue into the deaths of 2 children in a house fire in Clarendon, White House, Westmoreland on Thursday morning. The children have been identified as 8-year-olds Jamar Reed and his nephew, Romain Powell. They attended New Hope Primary and Junior High in White House. The Westmoreland police have confirmed that the woman in custody was the mother and grandmother of the boys, and her common-law spouse are being questioned. It's understood that Jamar's mother was caring for the children at the time of the tragedy. Her daughter, the mother of Romain, resides in another parish. O'Neill Henry, divisional commander of the Westmoreland Fire Department, said the Savlamar Fire Station responded to the blaze at about 12:20 a.m.
On arrival at the given location, during scene size up, the ruins of a house was seen by the crew surrounded by fire. Also, information gathered was that 2 8-year-old males were inside the house while it was on fire. Cooling down and salvaging operations commenced. At approximately 1:10 a.m., the crew discovered human remains on a burnt-out bed. The operation continued. At approximately 1:25 a.m., another human remain was discovered. At this time, it was acknowledged that these were the bodies of the 2 male children that were trapped in the house on fire.
A resident, Sylvester Blackwood, said the community is shaken by the double loss.
Christmas I come and look at baby them not live to see Christmas. I carelessness that. Him have himself for see Christmas, him mother himself never knows that I go. But then we are carelessness said we. I never know what camp, that's why I'm careful. And we don't know the area when none of you are cut off. But this one not cut, this one not son, this one not carelessness. And then time come when the men should have go. I'm at a short 9 days. If you make the round them, that will not happen. You know, in time you can't save them. But to neglect you, them all left them one in a house and go. And you their party one side.
And we had a warning for all citizens and visitors.
Watch your cooking, use safe lights, and wherever you have firefighting equipment, make sure that they are ready for use. And on the roads, drive carefully, avoid speeding, never drink and drive. Let's keep the season joyful and free from accidents. Stay safe and celebrate smartly.
Senior citizen dies after bar fight in St. Mary. The police are investigating the circumstances surrounding the death of a 70-year-old man who died on Tuesday following a bar fight in Harmony Hall, St. Mary. The deceased Hamilton, otherwise called Coochie, of a Harmony Hall address. According to reports, Hamilton was at a bar in the community when he and another patron got into an argument. The incident escalated, and Hamilton reportedly used a knife to injure the man. The 2 fighting men were asked to leave the bar, and they complied. Soon after, Hamilton was found unresponsive on the steps of the bar. The police were called, and the senior citizen was taken to the Port Murray Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The cause of Hamilton's death is unknown. Erina schoolgirl hit by a mobile metro bus succumbs to injuries. The Erina school community in St. James has gone into mourning following the death of a female student who was struck by a mobile metro bus Wednesday afternoon. The deceased girl has been identified as Dina Solomon, a grade 7 student. The incident took place outside the compound shortly after school ended on Wednesday. It was reported that Solomon sustained multiple broken bones and injuries as a result of the impact. She was transported to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, where she succumbed to her injuries on Wednesday night. News of the child's death has sent shockwaves across the school community, Nevin Nish, chairman of the Irwin School Board, said on Thursday morning. The entire school community is in deep shock and mourning as we face this devastating loss of one of our very promising grade 7 students, Dina Solomon. We ask for continued prayers and support in this another turbulent time for our school's mental strength, said Nish. Exams are suspended as our classmates, and the atmosphere is overwhelming at this difficult time, he added. Nish further sympathized with the child's parents. The school stands with the parents as we pray for comfort for the family. Words cannot express the grueling grief and pain they have to endure at this time. Examinations were also postponed at the William Knibb Memorial High School on Thursday morning following news that a grade 11 student who had been hospitalized after sustaining injuries in a motor vehicle accident on Sunday succumbed at hospital Wednesday night. The deceased has been identified as Roderick Frank, who was of a D-side Trelawney address. Reports that Roderick was thrown from a motorcycle he was driving on the roadway in his community Sunday night. He was taken to the Falmouth Public General Hospital, where he was admitted for treatment. Central Village man charged for shooting woman with AK-47 during dispute. Detectives from the Spanish Town Criminal Investigation Branch have arrested and charged a man for shooting a woman in her foot with an AK-47 rifle during an argument. Charged with wounding with intent, possession of a prohibited weapon, and unauthorized possession of ammunition is 27-year-old Kimai Ellis, also known as Meta, of Chinatown, Central Village, St. Catherine. The incident happened at his home on Sunday, November 10. According to reports, at approximately 11:30 p.m., Ellis and the woman were at his residence when an argument ensued. Ellis allegedly used the AK-47 to fire a single shot, striking the woman in her left foot. She was subsequently taken to hospital, where she was treated and later discharged. Further investigation led to Ellis's arrest. He was charged following a question and answer interview conducted in the presence of his attorney. His court date is being finalized. INDECOM probing separate police fatal shootings in St. Catherine. The Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, is probing 2 police fatal shootings in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Both incidents are believed to be related, as the men killed were said to be recent roommates. One of the incidents occurred in the Twickenham Park community, also known as Fisheries, while the other occurred along Dallas Lane in Spanish Town. Residents of Dallas Lane on Thursday protested as they contested the police's version of the incident. They claimed the deceased was taken from his bed at his home, where he resided with his girlfriend and the 2 children, and killed in cold blood. However, the police say both men engaged them in shootouts during an operation. The police say a gun was recovered at the Dallas Lane scene. Fruit vendor killed, man injured in Linstead shooting. A police search is underway for a gunman who killed a vendor at his fruit stall and injured another in Linstead, St. Catherine last night. The deceased has been identified as 27-year-old Maurice Mara, also known as Stelto, of Grove Road in Linstead. Reports are that around 8:20 p.m., Mara was selling fruit at his stall on St. George's Street in the Tip-Top Hill area of Linstead when a man approached and ordered fruit. The man then brandished a gun and shot Mara and the other man. The 2 victims were assisted to the Linstead Hospital, where Mara was pronounced dead and the 43-year-old victim was admitted. An investigation is ongoing by the Linstead Criminal Investigation Branch. Subaru driver implicated in deadly Clarendon crash remanded, Kerome Wint. The driver of the Subaru motor vehicle involved in last week's deadly crash on the Bustamante Way in Clarendon was remanded when he appeared in court on Wednesday. Wint is charged with causing death by dangerous driving, driving without a road license, and having no insurance coverage. During his appearance in the Clarendon Parish Court on Wednesday, the court was told that the case file is incomplete, with post-mortem results among the outstanding documents. Wint returns to court on January 8. The 34-year-old resident of Moko, Clarendon, was arrested following the motor vehicle crash, which led to the deaths of Jodian Ludd and Richard Tollo, students of Lennon High. The students were passengers in Wint's vehicle, which collided with a Toyota Probox, a registered public passenger vehicle. The police said Wint was operating an illegal taxi. 3 other students were injured in the crash. It was reported that Wint was attempting to elude personnel from the Transport Authority and a police team were in pursuit when the crash occurred. It was captured hours later at the Norman Manley International Airport, attempting to flee the island. More low-income and affordable housing solutions coming, says PM. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness says low-income earners will soon have more options for owning their own home. The Prime Minister says more housing solutions geared at the low end of the market should become available through the National Housing Trust over the next 2 years. Dr. Holness says the NHT was instructed to redirect its funding to address that market need. He was speaking Wednesday at the handing over ceremony for the St. Paul's Lane housing development.
We have redirected the NHT to deal with that market failure. And what has happened in the last 4 years is that the NHT has been concentrating its efforts on developing housing for affordable and low-income solutions. Those housing starts will come to maturity in the next year or so. Well, they will come to maturity, many of them, in 2025, 2026, and 2027. We must bear in mind that between 2019 and 2022, our housing starts and housing completion was affected by the COVID pandemic. So you're going to see a significant influx of new housing for low-income and affordable housing solutions in the next 2 to 3 years.
This community stands as a shining example of prosperity and hope for Jamaica's inner city residents. This is more than just the construction of homes. It is the creation of a sustainable community with 24 modern units ranging from 2-bedroom to 3-bedroom designs. The development includes pathways, roadways, and critical infrastructure like electricity and sewage systems to ensure a higher standard of living for all residents. Residents can enjoy safe recreational spaces with swings, benches, and open areas for families to relax, children to play, and everyone to breathe fresh air. Thoughtful touches like these create not just homes, but a sense of community and belonging. The transformation doesn't stop here. Plans are already in motion for a golden age home and an infant school to serve the community's future needs. This is the work of an active government, a government that prioritizes the well-being of its people. Prime Minister Holness has shown his dedication to uplifting communities like St. Paul's Lane, ensuring a better quality of life for all Jamaicans. With initiatives like these, the active and strong Jamaica Labour Party government continues to deliver on its promise of transformation, making Jamaica a better place for generations to come.
JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.